February 2nd, 2021, it is announced that college football is coming back under EA Sports. And a little over 3 years later, we are very close to the release of College Football 25 under EA Sports. There has been Madden, there has been FIFA that has turned into EAFC, there's been NHL, there's been Formula 1 now under EA Sports umbrella, there's UFC. But when was the last time EA Sports truly made a great sports video game? In the last 10 years, I could argue that I could probably name the amount of great sports video games that EA Sports has released, definitely with one hand, and probably only 3 fingers, maybe 2. I wouldn't put any Madden game, none of them, in there. I would maybe put something like FIFA 14 or FIFA 15, but that was almost a decade ago. You could argue maybe UFC, but other than that, EA Sports have not made a great sports video game. But there was always hope ever since that February 2nd, 2021 announcement. And now fast forward to today, and EA Sports has revealed College Football 25. They've revealed the reveal trailer, they've revealed the gameplay deep dive, and people are getting very excited. Now, am I going to come on here and warn you guys and be a Debbie Downer and be Mr. Negative and tell you not to be excited? No. Because for the first time in a very long time, I actually see some hope. I actually am excited for an EA Sports video game. I actually might purchase it with my own money on day one. I might. I'm still thinking about it, but there is a chance that EA Sports have finally, after all these years, made a great sports video game. NCAA 14 was loved by everybody, basically, and then it was gone for a very long time. But now it is back under College Football 25, and EA Sports have really tried to go deep into making this game not a Madden reskin. The presentation is fantastic. We're not really going to touch much on the presentation because it looks very good. It looks like EA have taken a lot of care and a lot of attention to every school, every tradition, and made the presentation one to remember. The question we all have with EA is, can they resist doing what they always do to themselves and shooting themselves in the foot? Can they resist trying to rush a game out just to meet deadlines? Can they resist to when the first time I boot up the game, I'm hopefully not greeted to a menu screen that immediately wants me to go open packs in an Ultimate Team mode? We won't know these things until the game is released in July. However, this is the first time that an EA Sports video game in a very long time has had multiple years of development. Over 3 years of development that the dev team have had. Some members previously worked on the NCAA games, came back because they wanted to work on this game. The first time they were not rushed or hassled or threatened to crunch or do something to get features out of the game because we have to hit this deadline. It has to be a yearly game. We have to make money. First time they finally might be able to bring an artistic vision to life. And the gameplay trailer is what you get. A football game that actually looks competent. A football game that actually has features. A football game that for both hardcore and casual fans, they can enjoy in their own way. Now. Listen, not everything is bright and rosy, okay? This game is still made on the Frostbite engine, the same engine that all of EA Sports games are made, the same engine that Madden is made on. It still will look like Madden. It will still most likely feel like Madden. That's not a surprise. It's a football game under the same engine. It's going to look and feel at least a little bit like Madden, which is never a good thing. However, what this game does have is features. Features that we have been crying and begging for over 10 years for Madden to finally do. But EA don't care. Madden, NFL, they don't care. They just have to put the game out every year and make the money. Deep down, I think EA Sports knows if they screw this up, the amount of hate that would come their way would actually be too much. Because what is the one thing that EA really can't stand, guys? What's the one thing they can't stand? Think about everything that they do. What's the one thing that actually bothers them? It's bad PR. It's bad marketing. It's bad reputation. They try their hardest. They try their best to market, promote, put out the best PR, influencers, content creators, celebrities. They want the word out there that EA Sports is the best, that EA Sports is the greatest. Even though within the communities of the games, whether it be EAFC, whether it be Madden, whether it be UFC, whether it be NHL, whether it be PGA Tour, whether it be Formula One, the communities are angry and upset because a lot of the features that they ask for are ignored. They're never implemented into the games because the games always have to hit certain release dates, and EA don't care. They just want their money from Ultimate Team. But this game, College Football 25, this game, the one that a lot of people in their 20s and 30s, not 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds, adults like us, like me, like you, have loved playing the NCAA football games. We're not going to get trapped or conned with Ultimate Team like a lot of people do. We want this game to be solid. We want this game to be great. And I think EA has actually gotten that message. Now, in the background, you've seen the gameplay deep dive trailer, right? But what you didn't see is all of this. I'm just going to keep scrolling. I'm not editing this. Look, I'm just going to keep scrolling. We're just going to keep going until we hit the end. Look at this. I'm going to keep going. So when are we going to hit the end? I'm still scrolling. Still scrolling. Well, we're still going. Has it been like 15 seconds already? I don't even... We're still going, guys. There we go. That is how long the gameplay deep dive trailer is. Do you see all of these features? If I literally read this all out to you guys, it would be a 45-minute video, and I don't want to be here for 45 minutes. We're going to summarize this as quickly as we can. But the point is, this game has a lot of freaking features. And yes, I'm still scrolling up. Okay, we're back. Now, before we go through that, remember EA Sports College Football 25 is available on July 19th. I will recommend one thing. Please do not buy this. Do not buy the MPB bundle. Do not spend $150 on 2 games. I will recommend this for you guys. Do this. EA Play College Football 25 10-hour early access. You can definitely know if you like this game within 10 hours because you have the full game for 10 hours. It will cost you $5 just to play this game for 10 hours. I would highly recommend you do this. Do not pre-order. Do not purchase. You will be able to start playing the game 3 days early like everyone else that purchases the $99 edition or whatever it is. You will be able to play for $5 EA College Football 25 for 10 hours and figure out if you want to buy it. And even if you do want to buy it, guess what? You get like a $7 discount. So it's essentially free, okay? Do this right before the game comes out. On July 15th, purchase EA Play for $5 and play College Football 25 before you actually purchase the game. This is what you should do. Do not pre-order. I'm going to do the same thing. I will wait a few days. I'll play the game myself for 10 hours and see if I like it. And if I like it, I will buy it. Now, why does this game actually have the potential to be great? Is because there's, like I said, there's actually features. We're going to ignore this. Campus IQ. No. Hyper motion. Field sense. Hyper driving technology, blah blah. It's the marketing. We don't care about Campus IQ. We're not going to hear about that. No, that's not what we care about. What we care about is the actual in-depth details of what this game is going to be. What is going to make it different from Madden? Because the game, like I said, is going to look like Madden. It's going to feel like Madden. But there's a lot of different things, and this is actually one of the great things. This feature is brand new. This is something that we've never seen in Madden. We've never seen in NCAA football. A wear and tear feature where players will get hit, whether it be on their chest, their arm. If a quarterback gets hit on their right arm and that's their throwing arm, then that can hinder how they throw the ball. If you run your running back 40 times in a game, he's going to get worn down. He's going to get fatigued. He needs to recover. He might not be able to play the next week if you run him into the ground. And while players at the top schools like Georgia or Alabama or Michigan will have a lot of traits, ability skills that will be able to make this easier for you, and they won't wear down as much. A lot of us that play this game are going to take a lesser school, a school with 2-star, 1-star recruits, players that don't have these abilities. This will be a big thing. You're not going to be able to take your 2-star freshman that just entered, I don't know, Marshall or something, and you're not going to be able to run him 30 times per game every single week because he doesn't have the ability to withstand that. You're going to have to rotate. That's actually a fantastic feature. That's great. Of course, with college football, you have the widened playbook. You have the triple option. You have a bunch of different sets. Great. This is what we expect from the game. And of course, you have home field advantage, one of the best features from NCAA Football 14. This is going to make the game feel like college football and not like Madden. Great. It's in previous games, but they're doing it the correct way. Fantastic. Thank you. I want you guys to look at this screenshot. Look at this. Do you guys notice something? Yeah, it's a lot like Madden. You have a fade, you have an in route, you have a curl route, you have the speed out, you have the slant, you have a post, you have a corner, you have a drag. But wait a minute, they added more. They added more. You can do a smoke screen. You can do a custom stem of a route. If you want to run a curl route, but you want to advance it 15 yards, you can customize that. If you are in a 4th and 3 situation and your curl route runs 8 yards like it does in Madden or 10 yards and you can't change it, well, now you can make the custom stem route or the custom curl route a 3 to 4 yard route, so you just go to the chains. This was never available in Madden. This feature is never even talked about really in the marketing of the game, but if you look into the actual gameplay, you're like, wait a minute. Now I can actually play football how I need to play football. I only need 4 yards. I don't need to make a route that goes 8 yards. You don't give me the option to make a route that only goes 4 yards because I need 4 yards for a first down. But now I can. I can also do a triple option. I can do a deep dig. I can customize how deep the actual route goes or how shallow the route goes. It's actually football. Fantastic. Who out there is like me and hates playing defense on Madden? And I never like playing defense on Madden. It's because it's freaking hard. I always have to rely on my AI to do everything. Now, in college football, they introduce a switch stick. A flick of a right stick, I can control which defender I want to control. I can be able to now actually react to an open wide receiver, which I never ever could in Madden. Wow. It's such a simple feature that literally will change the entire way we all play defense. And now, instead of quick simming defense, I actually will want to play defense because it's possible. I don't have to rely on my stupid AI to do everything. I can control my safeties and my cornerbacks and my linebackers. Great. Perfect. Thank you. Finally. Why has Madden not been able to do this? Because EA finally gave development time to the development team for college football. They've had 3 years. They've finally been able to do things that they've been wanting to do. It's not that complicated. If you give your development team time and money, they will be able to do something good if they're passionate about it. If you give them 7 months per year, it's not going to work. EA, it's not complicated. Are you a formation nerd in football? I'm a formation nerd in football. 4-3-3, 4-3-2-1, 5-2-3, whatever you want. Park the bus, attack, positional play. I'm a formation nerd there. But if you're a formation nerd in American football, you have the 3-2-6, the 3-4, the 3-4 multiple, the 3-5, the 3-3-5 tight, the 4-2-5, the 4-3, the 4-3 multiple, and multiple defensive schemes, along with multiple different actual customizable formations that you can use in College Football 25 on the offensive side of the ball too, which are not in Madden. You have to scroll down pretty far already to just get to this point, which again completely changes the game. Why does this game have potential? Because look at this entire paragraph. I don't want to make this video too long. I don't want to stay too long on this. But basically, what this is saying is you can now cover your schemes, your defensive schemes. You can show cover 2 when you're actually playing cover 3. You can show cover 4 when you're actually blitzing. You can show a cover 4, but you're actually playing cover 3. You can finally disguise your defense to confuse the offensive opponents. And not only can you do that online, but the AI, the CPU, will also disguise their scheme. So if you are on the offensive side of the ball, You might be seeing cover 2, but it's probably not cover 2, or it might actually be cover 2. It might be a bluff with the real-time coaching engine. Now, I will wait and see if this actually works in the game. Like, will it actually work? But this is what people want. They just want a football game. And these things, custom routes, changing the actual stem of the route, being able to switch a defensive player on a fly so I can actually play defense, being able to show fake schemes, hide schemes, try to confuse my opponent, have every other formation under the sun in my playbook if I want to, have to understand that my players will wear down and they will get hurt, and that this is football, and football is very, very physical and hard, and you get injured and you can't just run and throw all the freaking time with the same players and they're just gonna sing kumbaya and be amazing. No, all these features are finally actually football. I can actually see an EA Sports game, an EA Sports football game, that might actually be a good football game. It's a miracle. There's one little caveat. To maintain the flow of momentum and blocking interactions, 400 animations have been added. 400 animations have been added. And this is why I always say, be careful. There's a lot of great here. And I don't want to be someone, you know, is a negative Nancy on the party. I am excited, just like a lot of you are. But EA have always had this problem with the Frostbite engine. It is animation driven. And whenever you take animation driven games into a sports game like this, there can be a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches. And so I've heard this in FIFA for years. Thousands of animations have been added. Thousands of this have been added. And all it does is just slow the gameplay down, because the game has so many animations to have to figure out that the game just ends up being slower and it ends up being very buggy. So I never ever like seeing stuff like this where they say they have 400 different animations. What I do like seeing is that there's 6 pass protection targeting schemes, and these schemes will allow players to have increased control over matchups. That I actually like seeing. But 400 animations? No, I never want to see more animations, because it will just continue to break the game. Something that has not been talked about until you get to the bottom of the notes. Look, throwing or handling a wet football is challenging. Finally! You know, when it's pouring in Madden and it doesn't make a freaking difference and you can still throw it 70 yards on a rope? No, these are college football players. They are not as good as professionals. And also, if, let's say, you put Josh Allen in a snowstorm, he's not going to throw it that much, and instead they're going to run the ball. Well, finally, the passing game faces considerable impact when playing under harsh weather conditions as well. Players will notice wobbly passes, impacted pass accuracy, and throw power are some of the other gameplay elements affected by the weather. Finally. It's such a simple feature that's been missing for so long. That's going to be great. If it works. I caveat with all this. We have to see that it works. New kicking animations. It's all good. There's one negative, is that Road to Glory is not going to start in high school. I don't know, EA, what you are thinking, why that is the case. High school is literally something you can create. You don't need licenses. It's just not being lazy, taking some time to create some high school teams, to create a high school stadium, and just play in high school for a little bit so you can get recruited by your favorite college, or whatever college you want to go to. It's not Road to Glory if you're not starting in high school. You don't start in college. That's not how it works. That's the one main negative about this game, is that Road to Glory is starting in college. It does not make any sense. I would highly recommend you guys read through that entire gameplay deep dive notes, not the video, the actual notes, and read through everything. There's a lot of features that the development team have had time to finally work on. And this is going to be my final message to you guys. We might finally have a great EA Sports football game. Finally. Like, genuinely a sports game. It might actually be great. But just be careful. Do not pre-order. Just sign up for EA Play, $5 for 1 month, okay? Try out the game for 10 hours. And then buy it if you want. Nothing is going to harm. You're not going to miss anything. You don't need to spend $100 to get it 3 days early. You can spend $5 to get it 3 days early. Just be patient. And please, do not spend your money on Ultimate Team points. For the love of God, do not do that. Please, if you have a problem, gambling problem, addiction problem with that. Please do not spend your money on Ultimate Team. It is not healthy for you and is not going to work. And all you're going to do is make the corporate greed of EA stronger and stronger and stronger. I am hoping that the majority of people that play this game are players like my age, in their 20s or in their 30s, and that we understand that the corporate greed of EA should stop, hopefully, and that we are here to play Dynasty mode. We're here to play Road to Glory. If you want to play Ultimate Team, that is fine. No one is stopping you from playing Ultimate Team. But please, do not spend money on Ultimate Team points. I beg you. That is my one ask of you as the community of this EA college football game, is just don't spend money on Ultimate Team. That's all I ask. I think I will be playing this game. I will be probably live streaming this game. I'm excited to see what this game is going to be about. Finally, an EA Sports game that I am excited about. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram already. Subscribe for new, and comment down below with what you think about EA Sports College Football 25. Have EA Sports finally done it? Have they finally actually made a great game? We'll see. Peace out.